Okay, now I'm going to talk about something I'm very passionate about, not only as a funtrepreneur, but as an investor in other people's concepts. It's the part of business that I kind of don't like to have to do. Well, I really don't like to do because it just requires me to sit at a computer and answer a bunch of tough questions. Imagine if you were going on vacation with your family. Come on, kids, pack up the stuff. And you just hopped in a car and took off. Come on, honey, we're going. And then you had no idea where you were gonna go. You didn't know what hotels you were gonna be in, what highways to take, and somehow you just meandered all around. Well, in reality, that could easily happen when you enter business if you don't have a good plan in place. There are a series of important things you need to answer when developing a business plan. First of all, you got to be able to clearly describe your business, why you're getting into it, what makes you different, and how you're going to succeed. Next, you're going to want to do a market analysis and make sure you clearly understand the competitive landscape in your industry. This means you're going to want to also describe people who potentially might be looking for the same family entertainment dollars as you. Another important element is to clearly describe your organizational structure. Who's going to run it? Who's going to support you? How are you going to grow the business? And what do they do in the different roles of your business? And you remember earlier I said some of this stuff can be a little boring and hard because it does get difficult to answer these questions if you don't have it all thought through. But one of the most favorite parts of a business plan for me is the marketing plan because it's one of my passions. So being able to clearly define how you're going to go about marketing your business is going to be an important part of your business plan as well. Now, one of the other elements that we have to always remember is, yeah, it's fun to build a business. It's fun to do creative and fun things, but you got to figure out how you're going to finance it and how much money it's going to make. You know, when you think about it, you've got to build a business and you've never been in it before. That can be difficult. So you've got to do some guesswork, meaning you're going to sit down and say, how much revenue can we generate each day, each week, each month? So then you got your revenues, and then you got to say, well, what's it going to cost to run the business? Our rent, our insurance, our employees, and all the other expenses of running a company, right? So these are things to consider as you're building your business plan and developing your financial pro forma. But at the end of the day, it's really important that you understand clearly how much money you're going to net after all your income and expenses are balanced out. And if it's positive, then it's much easier to bring it to the bank or to your friends and say, look what I've got. Another important element in a business plan is knowing your growth strategy. How are you going to grow the business? Not only the very first location, but what do you plan to do with it after that? Are you going to build a second, a third, a fourth? This helps people get a bigger idea of what's in your mind. Now, if you're decided, hey, I'm happy just being a single location, we're going to make enough money for us to be happy, that's okay too. Just make sure you clearly define that. You know what's interesting? When you look online, when they show you how to build a business plan, the first thing they list is executive summary. Now what's funny is you really can't even build the executive summary until you have developed the plan. But keep in mind that at the end of your business plan development, you're going to need to create a 1 to 2 page executive summary that's going to be able to tell your story to anybody and everybody who wants to understand what you're doing. It really is like bullet points, the high level points of everything you're planning to do to build your business. So that executive summary, extremely important. So I hope you understand the importance of this business plan. And if you're not willing to put in the time and the effort to really develop this well, my suggestion would be do not go into business, because this is a discipline that should be started right from the very beginning, showing you and everybody else involved with you that you're serious about being successful. Because without it, you're not clear where you're going.